Hey Gemini, hope your day's going well. Trying to have a little more of a background, or looking like I've actually tried to not make it look like I'm just in my apartment, which is really messy most of the time. So hopefully this can kind of take away from the distractions, let you focus a little more on the reading. Alright, so let's see what we have in store for Geminis. We'll give them a good shuffle after all the readings I did yesterday. My sister is a Gemini, and she just started well, she's about to start her freshman year at college. She's rushing this week, so very exciting stuff. Maybe you know some Geminis that are also on a new path of a new way of learning. Let's see what the cards have to say here. Leaving home. Okay. Ooh. Well, it's not going to be the easiest move or transition. This is the keeping you up at night card. It's very, emotional. You may be crying in bed, just not sleeping, not able to sleep, not being able to sleep. I mean, the card kind of shows it all. But really learning how to let go so you can actually rest is important to figure out for you right now, especially during times of transitions. This is a 9. It's the number of transformation. So, this is it's really getting to you, and this is all swords, which is air, which is your mind, your thoughts. So don't let them defeat you. Move through the emotion. Don't waddle in it. Don't let it keep coming in again and again. Mercury in retrograde is really, I'm sure, taking a toll on you guys right now. Let's see how this will affect Geminis. What's we got here? Okay. So we've got Justice card. So this is actually Libra's card, but Justice is, all about the fair play. Really having those moments where justice will out. So don't be afraid if you're in the right. If you've been working on something and it just, you're doing the right thing again and again, and you just can't get the result that you desire, just be patient. Um, karma cleanses everything, and this is a big karmic card for those who aren't ready for it. They should watch out. And you may even be the purveyor of justice, so you may have a moment coming up soon where you can kind of give it to somebody in a way that they need it. So watch out for that. Let's see if it has anything to do with love, being that it's Libra. Oh, and it very may well. We got the Empress card, and she's very Venusian. That Venus sign there, very radiant, lavish, enjoying the finer things. So, when this speaks to us, it's really you're getting, what you deserve, and what you deserve is to really enjoy this moment, um, and just don't let it keep you up at night. Whatever this is that you're worrying about, um, just be patient, and really try to enjoy the little things or what you do have. Um, let's see if a suitor may be coming, because it's certainly possible with those two. Maybe you're even crying over the love. Um, the love's not coming. Okay, so we got the Four of Swords, and then more swords, more thought. Obviously, for Gemini, that's natural. Um, Now, this one is a very pensive card. You're taking time to rest, time to recharge. You have 3 victories already, or 3 things that you have on your mind, but this one is really, really what you're trying to think highly about. What's trying to resonate with you, trying to come to a decision. So you need some you time. Um, it could be spiritual. You could be turning towards the church, religion, whatever kind of spiritual path that you identify with. Um, this could definitely be helpful for you. Um, so just don't overdo it though. Find that balance, just like the Justice card. She's got the scales, so there's a time when we need to be by ourselves to reconvene, and then there's a time that we need to go out in the world and do things with others. And there's a time for thought and there's a time for action. So it's really important for you air signs to um, not be too reliant on the thought mode of living, okay? Because that's very natural, but you don't want to fall into where you're ignoring those practical way of living, that earth energy that we're missing. Let's see here. The air signs, they want to go, they want to move fast and quick, and um, they want to accomplish as much as they can when they put their mind to something. So hence the air, the flightiness, just like a bird taking flight. They're very swift, and their minds move way faster than their bodies. So we have to keep that in mind as we have to stay grounded. Okay, so here we go. So we've got the moon, lots of major arcana cards coming up here. So this is usually representing Pisces. So the moon really represents kind of, our self-doubt, our, what illusions are in our life right now, what's keeping us from this path you see here. The dogs, their attention is upwards at the moon, and the moon is that emotion. So you're really, really emotional, and it's distracting you from your path. You're not functioning properly right now. You're not able to do what you need to because you're just feeling these waves of emotion. It could be really erratic. It could be something you just can't seem to move through. But just really, really try to stay focused. There's a road ahead, and it's really important for you um, to avert as much as you can from that unnecessary emotion. Okay, so just try to stay focused. Do what you can to keep a calm head, um, and just get it out. Watch a couple of sad movies and just move through that emotion. Have that day and then let it be. Okay? Gemini. Oh, okay. So, we don't like this guy. This guy represents deceit and trickery. Definitely can go hand in hand with this moon card. That moon, that illusion, that deception. So it looks like there's a person in your life that really doesn't have your best interests. He he's won something, and I guess this can really tie into that justice. There's been some kind of kerfuffle where the the bad guy really one upped you. Um, there was something that really hurts your pride and has got you down, and you just can't seem to move past it. This guy is very smug. He's very arrogant. He's going to he's not going to restrain himself from enjoying those um, really nasty emotions, especially in the face of victory. So it's really important when we get this card to just walk away. It's not worth going back to. It's not worth your time anymore. Just keep your head held up high, okay? Um, things will take care of themselves. Just stop letting it keep you up at night, um, and see this person for who they really are, okay? Because they're not worth your time. Let's see what else we got. Okay, I'm gonna look at these two. So, so it looks like upright. We got the Hangman, which is really reversed here because he is upside down. So again, Pisces energy. Maybe there's a Pisces that's really coming forward here, and is just presenting themselves in a way that you find alluring. But it really, with Pisces, you do have to be careful. They are the ones that certainly can have that hidden agenda that you would never sense. They're very mysterious, coming out of Aquarius, and um, they can really um, cause that shroud of uncertainty. Um, so just really see what that Pisces intends for you. They're blessed by this interesting perspective they have. They're upside down, but you see this sun looking halo. It's having a different perspective is great. Um, looking at things in a different way is great. And maybe that's what you need to do right now. Okay, don't be so enamored by this person that looks at things in a different way, but maybe try looking at them in a different light to see if you're really as confident as you think you are in how this person is treating you or why they should be in your life. We got this with the Eight of Wands, so um, this is just going to come out of nowhere. The Eight of Wands is a great card. It's just a call to action, and it's just going to really present itself in a heavy way, and things are just going to kind of like fall into place here. You see these wands just falling out of thin air. Um, they're going to fall where they need to and really line it up for you. So I think the universe has your back in this instance. That justice card and all this deception, I really think it's just stay strong. Um, just get out of this emotion, take some time for yourself. Um, but just keep that balance. That balance is really important right now. Gemini. Also, I am wearing some citrine, which is definitely a recommended crystal for Geminis. It's very big for Leos too, which I am. Um, and it's great prosperity, luck. It keeps that positivity, especially for an air sign that their minds can get the best of them sometimes. Um, ooh, speaking of which, okay, so we got this guy. So this guy and this guy, some trickery. There's a smart person that's deceiving you. Again, influenced here. Um, they're gonna take your victories from you. They're gonna take your work, credit for your work, um, and just leave you with with a little bit, enough to not leave you empty. But you're gonna be upset about this for sure. Um, let's see here. Sorry, I'm backwards. This is the Three of Pentacles, so it could definitely be someone at work. Um, what you've been working on, the project. You've been putting some effort and energy into it, and people have been recognizing that. But it looks like somebody that doesn't have your best interests at heart was recognizing that too, and just came out and really, really, picked the right time to deceive you. And sorry, but just stay strong. Be appreciative of what is still there, and that you earned it. Um, that karmic, that that wave will come around for whoever that is, um, and things will take care of themselves in time. So this is at the bottom of the deck. Ten of Pentacles. It's reversed. So it means that if there's a celebration or a big gathering, maybe it has to do with family. It could be a wedding, a birthday, something like that. Um, it's not exactly going to be super beneficial or helpful at the moment. Maybe it's not going to come to fruition the way you want it to. Um, but it will be a lavish event for sure. I mean, look at all that. Ten of Pentacles, that's as much as you can earn, that's really completing that work or that job. And so maybe here, it's telling us to stay focused on this. Let's turn it back this way. Keep working, be diligent. Um, and maybe, once that karma kicks in, there's going to be a way that you can kind of enjoy this. So look out for that. If there's a big event coming up, I'd say it could be a good distraction. Let's see. Maybe it even has to do with Leo. Their birthdays are obviously here, or they've already passed, so that could certainly be an event for that. So if you have a Leo friend in your life, or some kind of Leo, maybe go to them for some counsel or some reassurance that that you have been deceived, or just be around that energy. Let it warm you right now. It's one of the redeeming qualities of the loud Leo is that they do they really feel like they're kind of putting a blanket over you in a spiritual sense. Okay, Gemini's. Okay. All right, so we've got the giving back card. So this may be a time to lend a hand to someone in need. It could be that Leo. In this, maybe even in this occasion, it's going to be charitable in some way. So maybe that's the celebration. It's a charity event. A company, an organization, whatever it is. We're going to always remember that there are people out there that have it worse. I know we're all in our own realities, and so it's hard to see past that sometimes, because that's our existence. But we always have to keep in mind that there's always someone out there that has it worse, and that time is, time keeps moving forward. So we don't have to stay forever in the mindset or the reality that we're in. Um, Sometimes it's very cathartic to give to someone even when you're not at your best. That can really, really lighten your spirits. So look out for that. Maybe Leo's going to ask for some help with that. I really like doing these videos, by the way. I hope you guys do. Um, I just literally wanted to do one for the Leo Lionsgate event and publish it. But then I had to open up a YouTube account because the length was so long, and then I'm like, you know what? I'll dig into some of my friends' signs and see what I can find. And here I am. I think this is my 5th video. So maybe I'll just do all 12. I don't know. Alright, Gemini. We know you have more things to say. A quiet Gemini is really, really scary. I'll talk a little bit about myself with that. The Gemini rising that I have, I can feel it. Like when I'm being quiet in a social situation, my friends are like, "What's going on with Tyler?" And just sometimes I'm just so in my head, and I'm really thinking deeply about something, and that I have to disconnect for a second. And a lot of times, it's better to do the listening. And as Geminis, we speak so much. We take the lead in conversation and communication. That's our forte. That it's really nice to take a step back and watch it kind of all unfold in front of us with other people. And that gives us a very unique perspective too. And it's very rewarding to listen just as much as to speak or to lead. So we have to remind ourselves of that. There's power to it too. Oh, here we go. Speaking of power. Okay, so a definite celebration. This could be home situation, family life. Like I said, sorry, my sister is going off to school. Looks like there could be a roommate involved. So this is a big event. It doesn't look like you're going to be in it alone. You're going to have someone there with you, someone to kind of share this with. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the easiest transition. It is reversed, and it's not going to culminate in the exact way that you intend for it. So, but it just remember, have strength. Strength will out. That Leo energy. Really, really, there must be an influential Leo in your life that could really benefit you right now. So just turn to them for some advice, for some perspective. Maybe this is the person that's going off with you, that you're moving with. You're going places with, okay? Maybe they're going to take the lead, since you're kind of in this rut, and then let someone else take charge for a change, okay? It's not a bad thing. See, in the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant reversed. So again, maybe that Pisces energy, that spiritual counselor, guider. Maybe there's someone in your life that's a big religious influence. I wouldn't say they have your best interest right now. Really, I would sway to the Leo's understanding. religion may not be a super, super healthy avenue for you at the moment. Um, so just don't overdo it. Don't get obsessed with, you know, the future and what you foresee. Just take some time for yourself now. Everything will work out. We've seen that here with this reading. So, just be patient. Take some breaths, Gemini. Okay.